With permission of both the majority and minority leaders, I have a resolution for immediate consideration. I'd like to recognize the role of local newspapers. The importance of journalism beyond national and global reporting, it represents our shared history. While the big papers tell us what's going on in Washington and 49 other states, and they let us know what's going on across the globe, it's our local papers that let us know what's going on right here at home, right in your own backyard. For cities and towns across America, but especially right here, they're the heartbeat of our community. They're the voice of everyday people, and they amplify our voice. They cover local government, they cover education, they cover our small businesses, they cover the triumphs and struggles of everyday regular people. Our local papers are where you find your Little League, your senior center, your kids' school play, your graduation announcements, high school sports. Where would they be if it weren't for your local paper? The New York Times doesn't have the space. All of our community achievements, our progress and growth, your family events, your obituaries, your weddings, and even your yard sales. Your local papers give you the voice. And so I want to recognize them because they represent our historic record. And the importance of that can't be underestimated. We owe them a gratitude, and I've brought some representatives here today so that we can thank them. Now, because it is graduation week, we invited all of the papers across Rhode Island, but many of them are quite busy with graduation week. So I do want to recognize the value of small papers across the state. But the guests I brought here today are James Quinn from Valley Breeze Publications, Joy Fox, the publisher of Beacon Communications, and John Howell, whom many of us know and love. I'm going to share a little bit about them. James Quinn is the deputy publisher of Breeze Publications. It produces the Valley Breeze and other weekly newspapers in northern Rhode Island. Alongside co-founder Thomas Ward, Quinn has established the company in 1996 and has grown it into a very respectable news source. Everyone in this room has read your paper. Under your leadership, the Valley Breeze has maintained a strong presence in the community. Joy Fox, the publisher of Beacon Communications, overseeing the Warwick Beacon, the Cranston Herald, and the Johnston Sunrise. A Cranston native, her journalism career began as an intern at the Warwick Beacon before transitioning into public affairs, serving as the Director of Communications for former Rhode Island Governor Gina Raimondo and U.S. Congressman Jim Langevin. She's also the CEO of Clarendon Group, which is a communications firm. John Howell, a cornerstone of Rhode Island journalism for decades, serving as the longtime editor of the Warwick Beacon. He purchased the paper in 1969 and since guided its coverage of local news, politics, and community affairs. He's been deeply committed to preserving local journalism, ensuring that the Beacon remains a trusted source for Warwick residents. And even after selling the paper, he continues to serve as its editor. And I'd like to add a personal note. When I moved back to Warwick and I had small children and I wanted a mom job, I went to John and I said, I have a degree in writing. Can I do some freelance for you? And John said, yes, you can do some freelance for me. And for the grand sum of $25, I hit the beat, and I did my absolute best for John. And it was such a blessing and such a joy to be able to put together local stories and be on the beat in my community in that role. And I have to personally thank John. My children have appeared in the paper. My husband has appeared in the paper. And I am just one of 85,000 residents who wants to thank you. I do have... And I do have a citation for you, John. Mr. Speaker, I'm going to leave the resolution on the desk for signatures.
Thank you. Please send it up.
I will.
Congratulations.